Steve Domenico, Ambassador of the Fighters, here in the room podcast. As you can see, all alone, going solo tonight. Gonna keep the show about 45, 50 hour. We'll see. As long as these fighters want to talk tonight. We definitely have two fighters on tonight. We have Justin Stevens, who's in Vegas right now, who fought on the Cage Titans 42 card, came away with a first round victory. And we have Andreas Rodriguez coming on also at right after him. And Darius Estell supposed to call in at the end. I'm not sure. He said it was going to be a teeter-tottering thing depending on his timeline. So with that said, I just played a little of the Combat Zone 69 video that I covered with, I partnered up with Travis Lazat from Western Mass MMA, and we had a good time. Thank you very much, Calvin Cater, and all the crew at Combat Zone for, putting us right cage side and let me actually video a lot of the fights. Not full fights. I didn't video full fights. I videoed the clips that you just seen, finishes, and I gave results that way. Instead of, writing out results, I wrote them out, but I showed you a video of what actually happened at the end. So that's about my deal with that. I'm going solo, so I'm going to try to keep my hands busy on the computer, putting like little videos here and there. Justin Stevens, I couldn't find it. I know you got your finish on Facebook, but for some reason I couldn't steal it off to show it. But I do have a little photo montage of you while we interview. I want to know what you're doing in Vegas, and I want to talk a little postal talk with you. People don't know what that means at this second, but yeah, we're postal brothers. Postal brothers, me and Justin here. So great. Justin was on the Cage Titan 42 card, which was the week before, January 19th at Plymouth Memorial Hall. No, January 26th. I'm sorry. January 19th was CES and No Boundary. So I had a busy January, middle of January to the beginning of February. So I've been all over the place. I went to FAA, Fighting Arts Academy in Connecticut yesterday. Nick Newell's gym. I got interviews with Michael Kimball, which I released today. And that's kind of got people are digging that. That came out pretty good. Justin, I'm going to call you. We're going to talk around 8:55 because, and 9 o'clock because I got to get a couple of things out before I call you. So, and I might only be down to 2 guests. So, Cage Titans, fabulous card. I haven't really been able to talk about Cage Titans because last week John Duma was on the show with Dion Rubio, and we talked about Bellator. John Duma is fighting Michael Kimball, as you all know. Probably the biggest one of the biggest matchups in New England because now we have Justin Sumter taking on Ronaldo Felix. That's a huge middleweight matchup. And then there's like a whole shitload of other fights going on. New England fighters fighting each other at Bellator, and it's just a fabulous card, which I don't have media credentials for. But I'm not gonna really be, I'm not gonna throw shade or anything at it. A lot of people didn't get credentials for Bellator this time around. A lot of people got them. A lot of people didn't. A lot of people that had them for like the last 6 or 7 shows that was at Mohegan Sun. Last 2 years or so, had credentials, and they didn't get credentials not only for Bellator 215, but Bellator 216 the very next night. So here's the deal. The same media outlets probably got credentials for both nights, which I don't think that's fair. And a lot of the media that go there, you could bet your ass a lot of them aren't going to that undercard. They're not going to be covering the fucking guys that, see, I didn't say I was going to throw shade and shit, but I get fired up. So, it just sucks. A lot of people got left out this time around. I'm going to buy a ticket. I'm still going. I'm just going to drink heavily this time. You can't drink on Media Row, but I'm going to get bombed, watch Bellator 215, and I'll decide if I don't get kicked out of Mohegan Sun on Friday night, I might attend Saturday night show with Justin Sumter. Back to Justin Sumter and FAA. I got an interview with Justin Sumter also, who's fighting on the Page 216 card on Saturday night, along with a whole shitload of other people. Got an interview with Eddie George, the new reality fighting amateur 155 pound champion. Got an interview with a couple other dudes that are fighting on ammo. Eddie George is fighting on ammo in March. Didn't talk about a matchup. I talked to 2 other fighters at FAA that are fighting on ammo. So we're going to start blowing up that card very soon. And that's my deal. I've been all over the place. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to see Billy Goff at Dexter's MMA somewhere fucking in near Foxwoods. I don't know. So I'm kind of all over the place. What's this month? So Bellator is next week. Not this weekend, the following weekend. So I'm definitely going to Friday night because John Doomer and Michael Kimball are fighting. Let me know what you think about that matchup. John, I know what Zachary Searle thinks of it, but what do you think about that matchup? You know what? This week I'm going to put a little poll on Regional Fight Sports. Who do you think is going to win that matchup? You know what I mean? Huge matchup. Talked to Michael yesterday. Talked to John, was on my podcast the week before, man. They're both confident. They both got something to prove. They both want to stay and want to be big names in Bellator. This fight's going to do it for one of them. So I'm excited. I'd like to get Andreas, like to get his take on it because I do believe he's a bantamweight and up and coming, 3-0. So we'll talk to him. We'll also talk to Justin Muay Thai. I say Muay Thai. Justin, every time I see your middle name, or what is that, Moy? I got to talk to you. Sorry. I can't even pronounce my own name. But every time I see your name, I want to say Muay Thai as your middle name instead of like what it really means or says. So I'm going to call you in a couple minutes. I don't know if the video's skipping or anything. I've been so busy editing film, editing interviews, editing fight footage, getting it out, doing a bunch of shit that I just put the show together like in the last minute today at work. During my lunch, I put all this stuff together. And I just hope my voice is matching and all that good stuff. But it's really about the content, the fighters. And what's up, Jarrett Kelly? I was going to have Jarrett Kelly, who is one of my right-hand men in Team New England MMA. I was going to have Jarrett come in as my co-pilot here. But I got to him a little too late. He was already settled in at home. I like to just... Oh, great. My voice is matching perfect. So anyway, Jarrett Kelly, he's my right-hand man when Tom doesn't show up, which is quite often. So I don't have a co-host. So here's what I'm going to start doing every week. I like a co-host because I don't like doing the show all by myself. So I'm saying this to anyone out there. You got to be interesting, but I want a new co-host every week. Excuse me. Depending on how many fighters come in, as far as coming in on the show to be on the podcast, they could have like 4 or 5 people coming in with them and you can't come. So you're out. But when I'm solo, just like this, it would be fucking fabulous to have somebody that either knows what they're talking about or doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. So either they can learn something or I can learn something. So that's what we're going to do from now on. Every week, we're going to have a different co-host sitting here, depending on the week's guest. But I could have... Tom the lawyer, or Billy the schmo, or Jim the custodian. They might be MMA fans, they might be Muay Thai fans. Jim could fucking be, wrestling a bear on his off days. He could be doing a BJJ on Sundays, Saturdays, or whatever. We could find the shit out, and we can find out, custodial work or whatever. I need someone here to bounce shit off and, kind of be a comedian and go back and forth. So that's my shit. Co-host. So Jarrett Kelly almost made it in, but his wife said he couldn't come. No, I'm only kidding, Jarrett. So it's the Hawaiian Island I lived in. That's what Justin Muay Thai Stevens... Muay Thai. I called you Muay Thai again, Justin. That's what Justin Stevens said. It's the Hawaiian Island. I lived in Hawaii. My nickname is High School. Fuck, Learning a lot. Andreas Rodriguez is on. My boy, we'll be talking to him soon. Jared Kelly laughing because I said Muay Thai again, right? Speaking of Muay Thai, I released Muay Thai, the interviews from No Boundary that took place January 19th, where Regional Fight Sports, which is, I'm part of that, we covered CES, I don't even know the number anymore of them. We covered them in the afternoon. That was a matinee show on Fight Pass, and then we took off the fucking Melrose Mass and covered the No Boundary card. We went live with it. We interviewed. We had different fighters sitting in, commentating each different fucking fight. We had interviews. So this week I released a lot of interviews. They're only like a minute and a half long. They're great. They're awesome. The fighters were really excited to do it. And, we're going to be doing it again for No Boundary in April, bigger and better. We're going to be getting, more people on board. We're going to be a little more, in line with the interviews. We're going to have set up shit. We're going to have things working like a well-oiled machine. Don't worry. I can multitask. I can get it done. So we're going to do all that. And we're going to blow up No Boundary. I'm going to so many shows. Fucking Ammo is in March 16th, I do believe. We're all over that. Like I said, I interviewed 3 of their fighters, Eddie George and 2 other fighters to be named later. Their first amateur fights, by the way, and that's my job. I interview the new people on the block. You know what I mean? That's why I should be going to Bellator, because a lot of these fighters fighting, I interviewed them. CBD taking over. Oh, big shout out, Change Force. Did I go the right way? Wait, I'm here. Change Force. Look at the pecs on this guy. Not bad for 52 and not going to the gym for fucking 4 weeks. Huh? Fucking bad. I'm having a midlife crisis right now, believe me. So anyway, shout out to Change Force. My sponsor of the show. With that said, I'm going to give Justin a text right now, see if he's ready to come on. And we're going to talk about his fight, his first win. He's 1-1. Who's this? Darius will be on 9:35, so I gotta get fucking going. I gotta get going, man. All right, Justin, I'm calling you right now. All right, I'm gonna send you a text. Calling now. This is the first time I'm calling anyone on this new phone, so if it doesn't work, you're gonna have to listen just to me all night. That's it. So I'll wait until he goes thumbs up. I'll call Justin, see what he's doing in Vegas. See how he's feeling about his first win. I think he had a 40-second fucking rear naked choke. And the poor thing about Justin is I didn't even see his fight, because after every fight I ran in the back. All right, here he goes. So after every fight I ran in the back to interview fighters for Cage Titans. Oh, he's calling out. All right, let me get him. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, my man? You're in Vegas, right?
No, not anymore.
Oh, you're back home?
Yep, got back this morning.
Nice. Wait, now where's back home now?
Lakeville, Massachusetts.
Lakeville?
That's where I been living the past 10 years before I moved back from Hawaii. So.
Nice. Now,
yeah, born and raised in Hawaii.
That was my next question, because your middle name you just mentioned on the live feed that you were named after an island?
No, that's my nickname in high school that the seniors gave me when I moved back here 10 years ago. My middle name is actually Theodore, but I liked it Maui better. So that's my nickname in high school, and it's stuck ever since. Oh,
so it's Maui.
Yep.
Oh, that makes more sense. See, I'm a moron. I can't even I can't spell and I can't speak. So that was.
Well, it's all the combat sports you follow. You see that. You see Maui, you think of Muay Thai.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if you heard me while I was talking about you. I was trying to correct myself, but every time I said your name, I said Justin Muay Thai Stevens, which, you know what I mean? You should change your name to that. I think it sticks.
No, I don't do any Muay Thai, so I don't think it fits.
All right, so let's talk about what you do. How long you been in martial arts, and where'd you get started in?
I've been doing martial arts for about 4 years now, and it's just the school I train at is all MMA, so we do a lot of no gi jiu-jitsu, and a lot of kickboxing. And I've been, that's all I work on. So a lot of wrestling and whatever. I do everything. So I got no base.
So when you walked into school, you it was MMA right away, right?
Yep.
Excellent, man. So I mean, is it a school that you go specifically to learn, like if you want to become an MMA fighter, or is there guys in there or girls that don't actually fight but they just love learning MMA?
It's a little of both. You got guys that just do it to stay in shape and keep busy, and there's also guys that are in there to fight. And Lakeville MMA's had a lot of good fighters come out of there, like Tony Lee and Roger Brackett and Connor Matthews, and Marty Navis started out there.
Oh, nice.
And
nice.
he moved on to Lozon. So it's we're a small school, but we got a lot of good, tough guys, and we like to keep it that way. You know, we like being a small school and not as well known.
Yeah, a tight knit crew there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, you talk about Marty. Do you have do you specifically just train in Lakeville, or do you have a cross train at all?
I do a lot of my training at Lakeville, and I'll head down to Carver Martial Arts on the weekends. Some weekends whenever I get a chance, but most of it's all at Lakeville.
Nice. Now, getting ready for your first fight was about a year ago to the date for your second fight, was it not?
Yep.
All right. So getting ready for your first fight, how did you decide? It's time to get in the cage.
That was in the summer. Well, it's something I've always thought about my whole life. When I first started training, I never intended on fighting or stepping in the cage, and I just trained, and I just stay busy and keep in shape, and eventually I watched Marty fight and Roger Brackett, and went to my first Cage Titans event, Cage Titans 26, I believe, and I saw how cool it looked, and I'm like, I want to give this a shot while I'm young. If these guys here can do it, why not me? So I stepped up my training after that, and summer of 2017, I told my sensei, like, hey, I want to fight. I made that decision. This was after a couple of Nagas that I did, and, I want to take that next step, and, I just grinded that whole summer of 2017 and fall, and I fought on the January card for Cage Titans, and ever since then I've been training even harder and pushing myself harder, and looking forward to the next one.
Nice. Now the first fight, you lost that fight, but was it like a unanimous decision, split decision? What was that?
Unanimous decision.
And how was that fight for you? I mean, going in there the first time, and you fought a pretty decent kid that I think was making his own debut, correct? Or maybe just
he was 0-1 at the time.
Okay.
And he out of South Shore.
Okay.
Yeah, and he had a tough fight against Jordan Brown, and he got hurt in the first round and fought through. So I knew that was going to be a tough fight for me, but I felt like it was a good matchup, and I like challenges, so I'll never back down from a challenge. So.
Excellent. Now this fight that you just had on the 26th, was that another South Shore guy you fought, or was that from somewhere else?
He trains at South Shore, but here and there, I believe. I think.
Okay.
He trains with Joe Giannetti and wherever he can be. So.
Excellent. Well, he
has a lot of connections with South Shore. Is what I'm saying.
All right, so I guess he practices a lot of jiu-jitsu if he's rolling with Joe and the guys in South Shore. You beat him with an RNC in 40-something seconds?
A little over a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what?
Yeah.
Before you came on, I was talking, Justin. I apologize. I didn't even see your fight because every not that I'm angry about it, but every fight I was running in the back to interview. We had that media scrum in the back that Mike set up. So I kept running back there, and your fight happened so quick. I ran back there, and then I tried to run back to see it, and it was over. And by the time I got back, it's I didn't know where anybody. I was all confused, man. But congratulations, man. A minute and what?
5 5 seconds.
A minute and 5 seconds, man.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that second time in?
I felt pretty good. I mean, the first time around, I felt pretty good. You know, it felt like I'd been there before, and it felt like I belonged. And the second time around, walking out, just, you know, was nothing new to me. So it just, it felt like I belonged there too. So second time around.
Excellent, man. Now,
Yeah.
I seen some pictures you with Xavier. Do you train? Is he out of your camp too, or just good friends?
We're training partners there. We've been pushing each other and you know, making each other better. So we've had some wars in the gym, and you know, he's a scrappy kid, and he pushes me to my limit, and I push him to his limit, and you know, I think we feed off each other. So he's a good training partner.
Was he the? So you had two guys from your gym, or did you have even more people fighting that night?
Just me and Xavier.
Well,
we call him X.
that was good enough, man. He had an incredible fight. He came away with a TKO. I think the end of what round one or round two?
At the end of the first round, it was right at the bell. So.
And he dropped it. It was a mad fight, man. I have it somewhere on Facebook that I shared it from someone who was going live, man. They were going at it, and he landed a nice left, dropped him, and right out, you know. I interviewed him in one of the media scrums, and he was like, you know, he was composed, took his time, and he just laid down some bombs before the bell rang, man. It was incredible. It was awesome, bro.
Yeah, it was. I was very happy for him, you know, and I knew I had to go win my fight too. So
now, how far after his fight was your fight?
3 fights later.
Okay, cool, man. So it was a good night for. Now, what is it? Lakeville MMA. What's the name of the gym?
Lakeville MMA.
Nice, man.
John Miranda is the head instructor there. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple of media guys on here saying it was a great scrap like Xavier, man. Yours was too quick. We didn't even see it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't. It was a lot quicker than I thought. I mean, that was the longest minute of my life. I thought it was like 2 minutes 50 seconds. And, you know, I was very surprised to hear a minute and 5 seconds. So
excellent, man. So so going in there a second time. Did you feel like you had more experience? The kind of jitters was out of there, and you could kind of just get a little more comfortable in there?
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, the first time around, I didn't really have the jitters. Like, it felt like I'd been there before. So the second time around, I, you know, didn't have them jitters. So
you owned the cage then.
Yeah, I'm actually more nervous coming on the show than I am fighting.
Dude, you work for that. All right, I can say that because we, you know, unless we get fired, because you know how the post office is. But you work for the post office, man.
Yes, I do. I'm a mailman.
You're a mailman. How long you been?
Carrier.
How long you been working for the post office?
This May will be 5 years.
No.
And this February would be 3 years having my own route.
Oh, so you're regular. You're in. You're good to go.
Yeah. So I got 26 more years left.
How old are you? What are you?
26.
Oh my God, you got dude. You're living, dude. All right, come on. The job, you got to deal with a lot of sucky fucking bosses and shit like that. But the money you're making, the job. I mean, you're an athletic guy. You're kind of just walking down the street. You know what I mean?
I walk 12 miles a day.
Yeah.
No matter what the weather. That's how I get my cardio.
And that's what I thought. I carried for. I've been in for 30 years. I carried for like 14 of that, and that's what I thought. I said, well, I don't have to do cardio anymore. And I was a runner. Are you a runner? you run it?
I play football, so.
But do you run the routes or you take your time?
Oh no, I take my time.
Oh my God, I used to fucking run through them, and they used to give me another half a route. I used to be pissed.
No, I want to do my route, and that's it. Like, I don't want to show under time. And,
yeah.
You know, I take my time with my route, so they don't give me anything else. You know
the
time it good. So.
Yeah, you know the game. See, I like the overtime, so I didn't mind. You know, but all right. So do you carry in Lakeville?
Northeastern.
Now, is that all? Are you got a box on pole? Is that what do you got? You carrying on a little of both?
Parking loops.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's all parking loops.
Nice, man.
So you understand what a parking loop is?
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I know what
no,
a park.
no one understands what a parking loop is.
No, they don't know what that shit is, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking. I love parking loops.
I was gonna walk out with my mailman uniform, but my supervisor didn't like that idea.
Yeah. Something. Well, it's like I do have to show editing in the bathroom at the plant.
Yeah, I do my route, and I go train afterwards. So,
dude, that's no word of a lie. I carried. Now it's probably about 7 years since I carried. I used to like run the route, and I used to go to the gym in the middle of the route for like an hour, and then I would get my gym time in there. It was a whole different ball game then, though.
What I do when I walk upstairs is I walk up the stairs on my tippy toes, just to get that extra workout in.
I used to do the same thing. No, I swear to God. It's like, I don't mind carrying these ads today. It's like it's got an extra 40 pounds on me going up these stairs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man. So you got you're doing good. Are you a single guy, married, kids?
I'm single now, yeah.
Excellent, man. So you're kind of doing all right. You're working for the post office. You're fighting. You're going.
Yeah, mailman by day. And fighter by night.
You went to Vegas. Where Vegas was it? Just a vacation? Any business?
One of my brothers lives out there, so we went. It was a family trip. I got to see my brother, and he lives in North Las Vegas, about half an hour from the Strip, and I enjoyed myself out there. I got caught up on eating and ate a lot of food. Probably gained 10 pounds out there. And I did a little bit of drinking and gambling, of course. But I'm back here. I didn't hit big, so I had to come back here.
Back to work.
Back to work tomorrow.
Yeah. Work a couple of days off. You'll be back even.
Yeah. Well, I got the AL too, so I'm up to 3 weeks of annual leave.
Oh man, see, like no one knows what that annual leave. They're like, what the fuck is annual leave? Hey, and you got your did you take your grievance day?
No. Nope. Yeah.
You still got that in the bank, right? Now everyone's like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, I still have that. So.
If anyone doesn't know, Justin works for the post office. I do too, and we got the world by the balls. That's what we're gonna say right now. So Justin, get back at fighting, man. What's kind of next for you? You went on vacation. You got that out of your system. You gained 10 pounds. Now it's time to get back to work.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna move up to lightweight for the April card and see what happens.
So Cage Titans is it, right? You jumping on Cage Titans or whatever?
I like Cage Titans. I like Mike Colbert. He's treated me very good for my 2 fights, and it's close to home too. That's one of the factors too. But realistically, I'd like to get back in there in the summer. Against whoever. So I don't pick names. Just whoever Mike and my coaches think I match up well against, I'll get on the cage with whoever. So
excellent, my man. So what's when you heading back to work?
Tomorrow.
How's that feel? All right. So for other people that don't know, what's that like going back to a route after having a week off or so?
It's messy. So I got the Globe Directs for tomorrow.
Yeah.
A lot of misdelivered mail, a lot of mail that wasn't delivered.
Yeah. All
when
sitting.
I get on my route, I'll find a lot of mail.
Yeah.
At the next door, a lot of out of towns and mail delivered to wrong addresses and people that moved. So I got a lot of cleaning up to do.
Yeah, people don't know you're gonna have your customers coming. You know that guy that was doing your route. They did. It's awesome. Yeah. Love it, man.
I'll get back and it's the same story 50 times. Oh, how was your vacation? Oh, the other mailman sucked. I got so and so's mail, and I didn't get my package. My check didn't come in. All that stuff. Hey,
Stavros Bastinellis just said you're his mailman. Are you really his fucking mailman?
I used to. back when I was a CCA, I used to deliver on his street.
What a small fucking world. I love it, man.
And Don Shanis, I used to deliver his mail too.
No shit, man.
Yeah. So Easton's got all them. You got Lozon's gym is in Easton.
Yeah.
And I'm a mailman in Easton, and Don Chanis and Stavros live in Easton, so and I used to deliver their mail. So.
Nice. All right? Did you get a tip at Christmas?
From who?
From them.
No, I don't think they took their mail.
From the Chanis's. You didn't get a fucking Dunkin' Donuts card, nothing. You suck, Stavros.
No.
He's probably gonna be. I didn't know people tipped the mailman. Yeah, evidently.
I didn't know that either.
Evidently.
I didn't know that either until I started working for them.
Yeah, it's fucking dude. Like if you have like the rich neighborhoods, man, you living large at Christmas, man. You're getting like fucking brand new jackets and everything. They give you gift certificates.
I was living large this past Christmas.
Oh, were you? So yeah, all right, man. You're living the good life, tax free.
Yeah.
All right, my man. I gotta get going, man. I got the next guy coming on, but man, it was awesome, man. We're definitely gonna talk again.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Zachary Shirley's on, and I think he's a mailman too. The mailman come back with the most ridiculous tips.
Postal carriers unite, right?
It's unreal, man. It's good stuff, man. Hey, you know what I mean? It's a great job, but people really don't know what we go through. They have no fucking idea. You know what I mean? So we're like therapists out there.
Yeah, you have to do. I guess Zach was telling me he used to work in the post office too for the holiday.
Yeah.
Holiday help. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and they torture him. He must have got. You know how they treat them people.
Yeah.
No wonder why he's like he is.
Yeah.
All right, Justin, man. Throw out social media and shit because you're going to be getting ready for that next fight, and I want people to know what's going on and everything about you, man.
You can find me on Facebook, Justin Maui Stevens, and on Instagram and Snapchat, it's Maui Stevens 22. It's MAUI Stevens 22. It's not Muay Thai.
Yeah, I'll still call it. But it's Maui, right?
Yep, Maui.
Justin Maui Stevens.
Yep, not Muay Thai.
No, not Muay Thai, but I'm still gonna say that.
I got no Muay Thai.
All right, hey, dude, you might try one. Down the line. I'm telling you, a lot of people.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you never know. It's fun. I'm hearing like most of the MMA guys jumping in there, having a ball doing it.
Yep. Hey, I need to work on my striking because Mike Albert made me look like a fool.
Well, that's how you get it done, man. Get in there and throw it around. I'll get you in there. I'll tell him about you. You can get in there. Yeah. All right, Justin. I'm gonna let you go, man. Thanks so much for coming on, bro. And
thanks for having me.
Yeah, welcome back from Vegas.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, let me know how your route come out tomorrow.
Yeah, I will.
All right, brother. You take care.
Yeah, you as well.
Awesome. Well, that was pretty awesome. I got to get his picture out of there. All right. So, yeah, Justin's a mailman. That's why I knew I would get along with him because he's probably you got to be a little demented to be in the mail, the mail service business. That's all I have to say. I would fucking fuck off the whole day. Zach, see, I don't know if Zach carried mail or he worked inside, but my job was easy. There was one hard day. What was the hard day? Wednesday? Flyer day there, Zachary Shirley. All right. My next guest is Andreas. Andreas, who fought Combat Zone. This dude's an animal. He fought this past Saturday, and I was cage side with Travis Lazat. I have to say a shout out to Tyson Chade. He had a tragedy in the family today. My heart goes out to him. He put a post on Facebook. Anyone want to know, or he put a little info on there about a tragedy that happened in his family. I would go on there, check it out, and say a prayer and just give him a shout out that you're thinking about him. But I'm giving him a shout out, and I gave him a shout out on Sunday because he hooked me up with getting me on the Combat Zone media credential list because it was like last minute, and I really wanted to go because so many fighters were fighting, and then my plans fell through that were in this area, so I was like, I can go. So I contacted Tyson, asked him if he could talk to someone in the Combat Zone organization, and Tyson talked to them, and they got me cage side right next to my other partner, Travis Lazat, who had an amazing interview. We teamed up. Travis was doing the play-by-plays for Western Mass, as he always does. I was video and giving results that way. And then I set up my tripod and everything for Travis because he really wanted to interview Zach Richards, who fought at Neff the week before, I do believe the weekend before, for the belt. I think it's a featherweight belt. I'm not sure. But he went to a 5-round draw. And so we wanted to interview Zach. And Zach ended up, Mondays were the hottest, Zachary says. And whenever the truck was late, which was Wednesday. Yeah, because all carries are out until the fucking midnight with all the flyers. So Travis really wanted to interview Zach. So he interviewed Zach during intermission. So I set up the camera and everything. And I set up my mics and I mic'd them up. And all I did is hit play. And, Travis did the whole interview. A fabulous interview with Zach. It was great. The crowd, the music was roaring. But, you could still hear them, which was great. It was very live. And it was just a raw video that sounded great. And just looked great. And spur of the moment kind of thing. So, and sometimes in the best kind of interviews. So the interviews probably got like 2,400 views. I think it was Zach's first interview. And, it was one of Travis's first like live interviews cage side. So it fucking worked out for both of them guys. I'm hoping to see more of that out of Travis. Anytime Travis is partnering with me, I'll set him up anytime. I'll give him the camera. Whatever he needs, and he knows what he's doing as far as interviewing and talking to these fighters and know what's going on. I just edited a little bit for him to make it look a little pretty. That's it. So good for you. Congratulations, Travis, on a great interview. Congratulations, Zach, on a great performance, and I know you're gonna be fighting again soon. So let me message Coolio. I call him Coolio. Cooley. Andreas Cooley Rodriguez. I want to know why he got that name, Cooley. And he's under Top Game Management. So that was bringing me back to Tyson Chadier. I'm saying his fucking name wrong. But he's under him. And Andreas trains with Rob Font. He's one of his best friends, if not his best friend. That's about my story. So I'm going to give Andreas a text, and we're going to hear more from him, and he'll explain everything. And that fight, he got his third win, a split decision, very close fight. We're going to talk to him about that fight because his first 2 fights were first-round finishes, and this was a 3-round kind of just a back-and-forth chess match here. So, and then I have Darius that I'm going to have to say... I'm calling him at 9:45. All right. Andreas is ready, and I just sent a message to Darius to call me in 15 minutes. So we got a good 15 minutes with Andreas. Andreas! Here we go. Oh, let me get his thing up here. Look at that! What a handsome guy. Oh, wait. Get that off. Get that off. There we are. There we are. What's this? Whoop! Whoop! There we go. Now it fits. Now I'll give the guy a call. All right. This is so hard to do on my own. That's why I need a co-pilot. Colin! He's probably going to kill me because I got his name wrong. Ooh, he sounds clear. Sounds clear. What's up, my friend?
What up, brother?
How you doing?
Nothing, just relaxing.
You what is relaxing to you? What do you do to relax at this moment?
Just watching Paw Patrol for the fifth time on a roll. Have a little Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, whatever. That's something we'll do.
Nice, man. So, dude, you sound relaxed now, but you kind of like when you're fighting and when you're talking, you say a lot. You talk a lot. I must say, you hold the conversation very well. I must say.
While I'm fighting?
No, not while you fight. Well, unless you're talking shit in the cage. Are you doing that?
No.
Do you talk? Wait a minute. Let's get back to that. You're very relaxed now, and the way you fight seems, you're very relaxed, very comfortable in there. Do you talk shit at all in the cage, or is it your mouth shut the whole time?
Hell no. And if I am talking shit, I'm not in the zone.
There you go, man. So, brother, big fight on Saturday night. You went 3 rounds. A little different than your previous fight. You had what, like a 6 or 7 second knockout, your pro debut, and then you had a quick finish in your next fight, and now you went to 3 rounds. I think the competition was much better this third fight. But how you feel about your performance Saturday?
Yeah, it was pretty lackluster, pretty not me, but I give it like a 3.5 on the 1 to 10. But could have been better. I could have done a lot of things. I looked at the video. It's hard to even look at it, but I'm glad I got the 3 rounds in there. That was pretty awesome. But everything that happened, I learned from it. I'm kind of happy within myself with the weight cut and getting down and just getting my hand raised. So I worked hard to get my hand raised, but of course it's not the performance I wanted because I'm used to finishing. But I'm glad my third pro fight was, I did between 4 rounds, got that mat time.
Yeah, a very, very close fight. Both of you guys in there, feeling each other out. He seemed more like he wanted to counter punch you and counter react to what you had. It seemed like you were going forward most of the fight, and he was just avoiding mixing it up with you. Does that sound kind of correct?
Yeah, my fight with him looked like his last fight before me. It's funny. If you watch tape on him, it's exactly what happened. He lost the decision. He kind of like backpedals and he sticks some moves, but he's a tough kid, man. I give it to him. He's a respectful dude. Yeah, you can tell he just like retreat, hit, and I kind of thought he was gonna throw more kicks, and I kind of not used to somebody running that much.
Yeah.
Especially when you train with high level guys, to get in shape you have to spar hard. So to people on the outside when they're coaching the high level guys, if they see them running, they're like, "Oh, you're not working, stay in there, work." So, but it is what it is. That's why it's my third fight. At the high level, those guys know how to slow everything down.
Yeah.
They know how to adjust, and that's one thing I didn't do. I didn't adjust. I didn't, fix the problem. So it's kind of my fault, to be honest.
Yeah. And like you said, I mean, it's a good experience. You went 3 rounds. You went 3 pro rounds, man. That's a long time in there, especially, chasing somebody around. So your cardio was definitely on point. There was a couple of times, man, you were waving them, come in. You know what I mean? Come on, let's mix it up. But I know Langston's a very crafty guy. And he's not going to get in a firefight with anyone. And like you talk about the competition's getting much better, and he's a seasoned kind of guy. He knows how to game plan and not get himself into much trouble.
Yeah, true. He's had a lot of amateur fights. It's his second pro fight. He's probably still trying to figure it out himself.
Yeah.
On what type of style he is, and the pros, that time goes by slow, but it goes by fast. It's pretty weird. You said I was in there for a while, but it felt like I was in there for 3 seconds.
Yeah, man. Cage side, it was entertaining. It's just, people, the kind of, just a weekend fan, they want a lot of action, but somebody that kind of follows it all the time and kind of knows what's going on. It was fun to watch, like the footwork and just, the defensive moves, and I mean it's martial arts to us watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I kind of fell into that with my last finishes, and I'm over here headhunting Robbie over here telling me I'm looking for that perfect shot. It's not gonna be 6 seconds. You gotta slow him down, go to body, go to the head, body. You can't be headhunting, man. I just got I saw blood.
Yeah.
And I know one thing, from the last bit of seconds. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, one. I felt dangerous the whole 3 rounds. I felt dangerous every second. And that wasn't smart of me being like that. I need to calm myself down. But it's hard when somebody's doing the dominant cruise on me.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. And but now you got through that, kind of what to expect, and now you, like you said,
hell yeah.
You talked to Rob Font. Rob Font, your best friend? Is he your best friend? One of your best friends?
He's my boy, my brother.
All right, so he's gonna tell you like it is. He ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. Not that coaches and training partners don't sugarcoat anything anyway. But he's definitely not gonna sugarcoat nothing, right?
Hell no, not only him, but you're gonna get the rawness from Tyson Chartier.
Yeah.
Our manager, he don't sugarcoat. So we don't have no cheerleaders around us, no bandwagon people. Hell no. When I got out the cage, they would give it to me the raw, even though I won.
Yeah. We got a little work to do for the next fight, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, now, I know your first fight when you had that 6-second knockout. I think Calvin tried to book you right away for the next card. I don't know if that happened. Did you fight right away after that first?
No. After my so you got to go backwards. My first fight, I got a submission, and then my second, I got a 6-second knockout.
Okay.
And then I took some time off. Had a Thanksgiving, got fat, and then dropped back down to 40, which was an adventure within itself. That weight cut, boy.
And this last fight, was it bantamweight, 135, or was it a catch weight?
No, but my next one's going to be 35.
Excellent.
My first one was 150, second 145. This last one was 40. Just getting my body used to the cut.
Which a lot of young pros do, man. They start off heavier and they get comfortable and they finally settle in. So is bantamweight where you plan on settling in?
Yeah, I was a bantamweight when I was an amateur. I can make it. I just gotta stay professional with this weight cut. That's all.
Excellent, man. Now, let's talk a little bit about Rob Font and how you got started fighting, man. Because did you live in Florida and you relocated to New England?
Yeah. Originated from Tampa, Florida, A13, and moved up here 7 years ago now.
Nice.
Try something new. Had to get away from Florida. Ain't nothing out there but the beach and dirt.
Oh, that sounds like shit, Marty. I hate how that sounds.
Nah, from a person that's from there, it's shit, but outsiders is like paradise.
Yeah. You can only take it for a certain amount of time, I guess, if you know what I mean. But
the sun fries your brain.
Well, you
out there,
go ahead.
Out there, if you ain't got nothing going, it's hard to get something started.
Now, were you training the martial arts when you in Florida?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I was training just grappling Tampa Jiu-Jitsu, and Rob and the boys were training at Gracie in Tampa when they first started. And they were doing the whole MMA, and I was scared to even get hit back in those days. All I wanted to do was the ground Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah.
And then I always had dreams of doing MMA, but it wasn't until Robbie popped it off and moved up here, and I was like, hey, I could do that too, I think.
Yeah.
But it's not easy, though, I tell you that.
Yeah. I don't think getting hit is fun, you know what I mean?
Hell no. I should have been a rapper.
Well, you do that too? Are you good at that?
No, I'm just saying.
Oh, you should have started off. Hey, there's still time, brother. How old are you?
No, man. I can't rap, man. I'm too shy.
Oh my God, man! So what's going on? We had the fight Saturday. You're relaxing now. What's your week been? What's the few days been like after the fight, man? Just answering phone calls, people congratulating you. What's been going on? I know you're a family man, so what's been going on?
Back to reality, bro. I gotta tell people, man, back to reality. Monday was nothing but going back to my 9 to 5, and everybody at work looking at me. Yeah, shut up, get back to work. Yeah. We don't care if you want to fight.
Yeah. Exactly.
Back to being a full-time daddy, like I've always been, even while training, but even more now that I'm not training because I'm taking time off. I'm with the baby a lot more, which is good. So now I've just been just icing my knee, icing my foot. Even though the fight was a little lackluster, I still got little bumps and bruises for some reason. It's so weird. If you watch the fight, you would think nothing really happened, but when I was throwing heavy. So I kind of like a little icing on my foot, icing on my knee, but I'll be fine.
Dude, you were in a 3-round MMA fight. Of course, you're gonna have some bumps and bruises. You know what I mean? You're kicking the guy, even if you're not connecting flush. I mean, you're hitting his elbows. Shin to shin here and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have no idea, bro. That's just stupid. Joe Lozon says there's no use to kicking. Anytime you kick, it goes wrong. That's why he doesn't kick.
Just take him down from now on, Andreas. That's what I said. Just take him down and smoke him there.
Yes, sir.
So, man, what's your timeline? What are you looking to do, man? I know you have to get back to work. I know it's hard, taking time out of work to train and getting ready, because you got to basically take a few days off with weight cutting, all that other stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what are you thinking about getting back in there, man? You're 3-0. You're 3-0. You're on a tear. Three fights for Combat Zone, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And wait a minute. You're not to interrupt you, but I got so much to ask you. You fought most of your, or all your Army fights for Cage Titans, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, yeah, awesome place right there. Now, how did you? I know you, but how did you jump onto the Combat Zone? You became pro there. I know Calvin and Rob Font. They're all connected there. Did they say we gotta have you come in here to make your pro debut?
Yeah. Me and Calvin talked about it. And he showed me the venue, and he brought me out to one of his shows even before I turned pro. And I was like, I like the way they handle everything.
Yeah.
Real professional. And Calvin's a good dude, and I trust him.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing about these promoters. You got to either know them or don't know them or think you know them. and I rather know one of them, you know what I mean? I rather know, because a lot of these people I hear a lot of politics, and it just makes it more smoother when you know somebody rather than like, I just hit them up on Facebook and keep bothering people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though Tyson Chartier does everything on that side, but it's a better relationship. I'd rather have a relationship with somebody, I mean. If Bovair's the man, don't get it twisted. I love Bovair.
No, I understand. But, Calvin, he's the promotion. He's going to be, promoting you as far as fighting for him. So, yeah, you want to have that great relationship. And you're going to fight much better for someone that you trust and you feel comfortable fighting in their cage,
Yes, sir. The caters, not just Calvin, his whole family. They run the show over there, like Mom Dukes and his brother and all them and everybody. I love them. They cool.
They treated me great, man. You saw where they put me. They put I asked I gave Tyson a shout out because I reached out to him. I think it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. I said, Tyson, something fell through. I want to go to the show. I was gonna go. I was gonna buy a ticket anyway. But, I was like, Tyson, can you get me media? Because, I wanted the accolade, that I got media for Combat Zone. And they put me right cage side. I was like, are you kidding me? No one puts me cage side. They're afraid I'm going to, drool on the fighters or something like that. You know what I mean?
No. That's good. That's good. Everything. Everybody wins.
Yeah, man. Calvin and the cadets there, they let me, took little videos of, the finishes, and they were all cool with it, man. It all worked out, brother,
Yeah, they're good people, man.
Yeah,
they're real humble.
Excellent. Good stuff, man. I can't wait to, for the next show. When's the next show? April, or is it April or March?
That's where I'm going from what everybody told me after the show. I haven't spoke to Calvin. I like to just get away from everybody. But I hit them up this weekend or something like that. But I like to call it a no man touching time.
Yeah. You got that. Yeah, you're all sick of each other right now.
Yeah. So, but from what I heard and from what everybody told me, it's April 19th. And if it is April 19th, I'm going shotguns because that's my birthday too.
Oh, no shit, man. Nice,
fucking
man.
Awesome, right?
Awesome,
Knock
brother.
somebody out on my birthday.
There you go, man. Hey, Randy Costa just says, no one wins. Cooley is family.
Yes, sir. That's my boy.
He's
Costa, the best, the GQ man of the year.
Yeah,
right?
is he not? That guy is one handsome son of a gun right there, man.
Like I call him the Zac Efron.
Oh, that's awesome. I did a media scrum with him. First time I really interviewed him at the Cage Titans after he won, man. It was pretty fucking funny. It was pretty good. Hey, you guys both. Hey, wait a minute. You guys both knocked the head off the same guy, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I told him not to do that either. That wasn't cool. I'm kind of still upset about that. He hurt my boy Rob like that.
he goddamn caved his head in with hammer fists. It was.
And then my boy fought that like the same night I fought, which I don't even understand how that even is possible. But let's not get into that. Man got knocked out 1 week later.
Yeah, but
weird.
he put on a better show at Combat Zone. I gotta say,
I didn't see it.
He lasted like 25 seconds more than he did with Costa.
That's not cool, man. I hate seeing that. I hate hearing that. I hate seeing that. Like it's funny, it's cool to some people, but it's not a game to be playing around.
Yeah,
like, I don't understand that shit. That's just weird to me.
Sometimes you got to put a fight together, man, and sometimes they're that.
No, I understand. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's the politics. Yeah. It's the show. Whatever. They call them goats. They call them like lambs or whatever. To lambs. Yeah. But it's not. I don't like seeing that.
No,
like,
I know.
It's dangerous, man.
Yeah,
it's a dangerous game.
It is, man.
Randy Costa could have killed that.
Yeah. Just some of them are just bowling pins out there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just not cool, man. I hate that shit. I hate seeing that
Dude,
shit.
Like, man. Your next opponent, you don't want him anywhere like that, right?
Hell no. I don't want to be responsible for
for a decapitation.
Yeah, that's to some people that's cool taking off people's heads.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a worthy opponent.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, definitely, man. But every so often you get that one, and
no, I know how it is. I know boxing is even worse.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
Worse.
All right, my man. I gotta get to that last call and call it a night, man.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Dude, so we're looking for, we're hearing around April and around your birthday. You want to get back on that card and do some damage?
Man, I'm just trying to stay healthy, stay sharp. I got to get that. I can't even stop thinking about that damn fight, man. Even though I won, I just still think about what I did wrong. So I'm fiending to get back to work and fix things.
Excellent, man. Well, that's a great way to think of it. I mean, you came out with the win, but like every fight, there's even that 6-second fight, you still had work to do. So there's always work to do, my friend. Take the win. You took it, you got it, you're 3-0. Just roll with it and on to the next one, man.
Yes, sir. Even if I didn't get a finish, I just want the win.
Yeah.
But if I get the win, I want it to be impressively. I want it to be dominant. I want no like split decision bullshit.
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but I appreciate the time, brother.
Oh, definitely, man. I'll have you on again next time we when you get a word of that next fight and maybe an opponent, we'll have you on.
And this time I don't have to run up on you until you put me on your show. Now you
dude, that's what I'm saying. It was awesome. I'm like, come do it. Hey, here's the thing. Anyone could come. I want people on the show all the time. I'm reaching out to people all the time. I put it out there. Man, you jumped right on. I'm like, you can come on every week, dude.
I gotta change diapers, bro.
All right, man. All right. Hey, last thing, brother. Shout out, your social media and all that, and any thank yous you want to throw out there.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Top Game Management, Tyson Charlie and his staff over there. My boy Proper Entertainment. Shout out to Lozon MMA, the whole New England MMA circuit. 021 Boston, BJJ, Medford, and of course. My baby Amelia and Cassandra, love y'all, and shout out to the whole gang.
Nice, man.
Fully gang.
Well, you got a whole gang there knocking people's heads off, man. You're training with a bunch of beasts. You're under great management. Great training partners, great kind of everything. Now, are you, last question, are you, where is your main gym now? Where, are you out of Lausanne's or, because I know were you affiliated with City Auton?
Yeah. That was when I was a pup, when I was green.
All right.
When we started.
Yeah.
And then we kind of went a separate route, went our own ways, but still love over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lausanne MMA is where the main sparring and the main thinking, main game planning is done. And then I'm doing jiu-jitsu in Medford with Professor Anderson, doing strength conditioning with my peoples over there and making it work. We a road team right now, but we still Lausanne MMA is the headquarters.
Excellent, man. Well, next time when you get them word of that next fight, man, maybe I'll come down to Lausanne's and I'll interview you there.
Oh, that'd be perfect, bro. Hell yeah. Let me know, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'll get, it'd be really cool. Get your interview you while everyone's training and shit.
Yeah, you see who's the better looking and real.
yeah. There's no filters there. That's for sure.
Hell no.
All right, man.
All right, good night, brother.
Hey, you take care, man. Thanks for calling, and we'll definitely talk soon, bro.
All right, peace.
All right, later, man. That was awesome. All right, I got to call Darius because he's going to want to kill me. Let me just get Andreas's picture off here, and let me get. Did I get it off there? Where is it? There's Justin. There's Andreas. All right. Live with Justin. Live with Andreas. Gone. See, that's why I need a producer here. So I'm going to call Darius Estell right now. That Zachary Surly cornered. I got to call him right now. Poor thing. Poor guy. He called me while Andreas was on. All right. I'm calling him now. I'm telling him I'm calling him now. Darius, we'll let him talk. He had a 3-round war, fought Zach DeBas. Dino, I can't say his fucking last name. Sorry. And he won a split decision, a close decision, man. Close decision. Close. And I did a media scrum with Darius. And, man, for somebody who had a war like that, he was totally not happy about his performance. Totally unhappy. I thought he had a great performance, man. And he fought above his weight. He fought above it. All right, I'm going to call him right now. Hopefully he answers. He's probably really mad at me. My last guest. And then we're done.
Well,
Darius.
hey,
Hey,
how's it going?
Hey, thanks for. Sorry, I couldn't answer the phone. I was still on with Andreas, man, and I apologize that we're running a little late. Thanks so much for calling, man. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing all right, man. Thanks for playing. Just finished training.
Oh, just finished, man. Cool. So, man, what are we? A couple of weeks out from that Cage Titans fight. I interviewed you in the media scrum, man. How you feeling now? A couple of weeks out, man, about that fight, bro.
Man, I feel great. I really didn't take any injuries or anything, man. I was good the next day, and I training last week.
So a war like that, you didn't catch any. You didn't have, maybe besides a couple of bumps and bruises, man. You came out unscathed, huh?
Yeah, well, you know what, man? I'll say it's a war because, he uses wrestling and takedowns a lot. But honestly, man, if you realize after the first round, he really wasn't trying to win anymore. It was just more so of a survival, let me take him down and hold him there thing. As opposed to I was trying to go for the finish the whole time. So now, man, I didn't take any damage.
Yeah, exactly. And like you talked about that, he was on survival mode. He was very tired, and he kept trying to shoot in for the takedown.
Yeah.
And a lot of his shots were like very lunging blows that last kind of ditch effort to try to take you out, which that wasn't going to happen because you already threw a war and you were kind of already kind of maintaining your game, man. And what a fight, brother. I mean, you're going to toe-to-toe. You hurt him a bunch of times, man. How, it was hard to put him away, man. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, man, I'll say, I give him credit for his toughness, man. That guy can take a beat. I mean, Zach was, he was a warrior, man. He didn't quit at all. But, I don't think he was trying to take me out. He was just trying to use whatever he could to win by that, just to hold down. And I was just like, okay, guys. So it was a good fight, though,
It was definitely a great fight. And, you're used to finishing people like you done in the past, man. Was this your, was this one of your toughest fights to date as far as, just a grueling pace and, a 3-round war?
I'd say in the aspect of someone being able to take that much punishment. Yeah, I've never fought someone who was able to take that much punishment like he was able to take it. Most guys would have quit or given up. He never quit. But I wouldn't say it was my toughest fight, but he was definitely the guy who took the most damage and just, he wouldn't quit, man. So he was probably one of my toughest opponents.
Excellent. Now, Zach Russell was one of your corner people. Now, I don't know if you know Zachary as far as he's the internet. He's the biggest dude on the internet right now as far as trolling podcasts and causing trouble. So right now he's shitting all over me, Darius, man. So honestly, honestly, he's live and he's watching right now. How was Zach as a corner man?
Oh man, he was awesome. I love Zach.
Wrong answer. Wrong answer, Darius, man. No. All right, man.
He's a good guy. I get along with him.
All right, tell us.
Look, I judge people off their merits and their interactions with me, man, and I've only had good interactions with them. So.
Yeah, because he's scared. Because he's scared shit of you. You beat the shit out of a guy that he knows at ammo.
No, man, hey, I'll tell you what, if someone said something bad about you, I'd be like, hey, I got nothing bad to say. I want to say something good.
Yeah, no, I know.
Interactions, man, you've been nothing good to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You got to go by your own experience with the person. I mean, you know what I mean? Zachary said, yeah, he really is scared of you. So he's only playing you, brother.
Yeah. Everybody gets a fair shot with me. I don't listen to rumors. I give everyone a fair shot. And, that's how I do it.
Nice, man. So, all right. So, how did you get teamed up with Zach as your corner man? What happened back there that he was your corner man?
Oh, so he's been, a good guy since ammo, man.
Yeah.
Since I fought in ammo, he's been on my side, man. Pushing for this fight, pushing to get me with CZ69, and he's just an all-around good guy as far as my aspect of, man. So. When he was there, he was like, hey, if there's anything I can do to help out, let me know. And, me and Hiles, we became my coach. It was just us. We didn't get a second coach.
Yeah.
So, when Zach, offered to help out, we were like, sure, man, why not?
Excellent, man. Well, Zach's he's a fighter himself. He trains with a bunch of beasts, man. So he knows the game. He's a prick sometimes, but like you said, he's a good guy, man. Zach is Zach, man. If you don't know Zach, you want to kill him. If you do know Zach, you want to protect him from being killed.
Well, I'll say this. No matter who you are, you're bad in somebody's story. So I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there who say I'm a bad guy too, man.
Yeah, man.
You're a bad guy in somebody's story somewhere, no matter who you are.
Awesome, man. All right, so get back at this fight, man. It was your first time at CZ69. I think your second time in New England. How was your second?
Yeah.
How was your? Now that you look back, you fought for 2 promotions in New England. How do you like your time in New England so far?
I love it. Both promotions, Ammo and CZ69, they both treated me really well. I was well accommodated. I mean, it was, I've had awesome experiences so far in New England. So I love you guys.
Excellent, man. Well, you put on 2 friggin' great performances. I knew, just like Zach knows, when you had that fight at Ammo, and I was like CZ, I was actually calling your fight. We went live with it. And that was like the feed that got like 7,000 views. People were all over that feed.
Oh, wow.
The fights were outstanding. And you put on a war and you fought a friggin' beast from New England. And and I mean you put him away, brother, man. And you impressed me, you impressed Zach, of course. And then you went against another undefeated high prospect in New England. Out of your weight range, you had to go up in weight, and he still came to weigh-ins heavy than what you agreed on, right?
Yeah, it did.
So you fought a bigger dude, and then I can't say you took him out, but you beat him up for pretty for 3 good rounds. You know what I mean, as far as on your feet and stuff like that.
I was close to taking him out, but yeah, it was close, yeah.
So how you feel about beating up people in New England when you're coming back?
Man, I love beating up people in hometown heroes, man. That's my thing, man. I love going in and being the underdog. It's always like in the beginning you hear all the boos and the crowd, and then by the end of the fight, it's like everyone, they have no choice but to respect and love you. And it's like, yeah, that's what I live for.
Yeah, putting on a fight like that, and you've been very respectful. Darius, you didn't, when you won that fight, it didn't look like you were that happy with yourself. Was there something going on, like you weren't happy with your performance? Like, what? It just you looked like you were, not during the fight, but after the fight, it didn't look like you enjoyed the win as much as I would have thought you did. Did you? What was going on? Anything, or is that just me?
Well, I mean, I love to finish. So all my amateur fights, all my pro fights, I finished everyone, man. I finished, 20 guys. I mean, I always finish, my opponents. And for me, I get a kick out of it. That was my first time ever going to a victory decision. So that's just, I live for the finish, man. I live and die for the finish. And I guess, when it goes to a decision, I'm kind of like, man, that sucks. Because I've seen some, not to say that was going to happen there, but I've seen some really bad decisions.
Yeah.
And I've seen guys win fights, and then, because of, a hometown or the judges, it goes the other way. And I've always told myself that I never want to be a victim of that, so I always finish every fight. And I was just, I hope that, it doesn't happen in one of those situations where, because I'm facing the hometown guys, even though I was going for the finish and beating the hell out of the guys, I was really hoping that didn't happen.
Yeah, dude, and, that dude is one of the biggest hometown guys there. And when, I was feeling it with you right there. You know what I mean? It's like you're coming into I don't want to say hostile territory because, the fans right there, they embraced you with a war like that. But, I was thinking they're going to take this fight from this kid. You know what I mean? Like, I was just so, and to win a fight there and to take that decision, even though you won it, you had a great fight with him. To win it in his hometown, to take an undefeated fight like that, and to win a decision, that's even, that says even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. And one of the things, as I watched the fight a few times, and I was like, the more I watched the fight, I said, it was a war because of his tenacity and ability to take some punishment.
Yeah.
But he was never, actively trying to finish or strike. It was more so just, let me hold on and try to hold him down and survive so I could maybe win by points. And that was I don't know. I was looking I don't even know how it could be close-wise when it was to a point where I remember his coaches screaming, just hold him on the ground, and he couldn't.
Yeah, yeah. And
in a fight, man, you gotta try to win this fight.
Yeah, and well, that's the thing with I think he's more of a jiu-jitsu kind of oriented fighter. So I think and Zach's sneaky in that way. They were probably thinking, well, if you have more chance on the ground than you do kind of on your feet because you were tuning them up on your feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I also saw him with his finish. I mean, all his 5 fights were all first round finishes, knocking guys out. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna have a war. Striking and. I was like, man, really, guys, you're just gonna.
Well, Darius, he wasn't fighting. I have to say the fights that he had before he met you weren't you. you know what I mean? I mean, you're a legitimate. You're a legitimate beast out of a damn great camp, and you're finishing people. You're not fighting bums, man. You're finishing people all over. Your neck of the woods, man, which is no small task. Oh,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, Zachary Searle's asking how old you are. I think
I'm 30 years old.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Zach, he can hear you. He heard you. So I don't know. Zach,
I was in the Army until I was about 24, so I was special operations. So I didn't get out of the military until I was 24.
Oh, nice, man. So good. Did you train? Were you training in MMA when you were in the military?
Just a little bit, man. I more so did boxing when I was in there. I didn't start doing jiu-jitsu and stuff like that until I was supposed to be getting out. And I did one amateur, MMA fight when I got out, but I was more so in the boxing back then.
Nice, man. Well, it seems like everything's working out for you now, man. I mean, your jits and your wrestling and your defense from from getting in bad positions. Because that fight with at Ammo, the same thing. Your scrambles and on the ground, dude, you're just strong there, man. And I think you're breaking these fighters, man. They're finding out when they get down there with you, man. You're not easy to really take control of down there.
Yeah, no, man. I have great coaches, a great camp, great gym. I train a lot in every style, man. I train with wrestling, grappling, striking. I train at everything just in case. You never know what you're going to get into in a fight. So I like to be ready all around.
Excellent, man. Well, we're a couple of weeks out of this fight. You got time to enjoy yourself, probably gain a few pounds, get back. I know you're back in the gym, but I'm sure you ate a few carbs in the last couple of weeks. So, so what's going on, man? What's your timeline as far as like when you want to get back in there? You staying around your home turf? Are you looking to, travel? Go ahead.
I'm in some big negotiations right now. I'm not going to say it out loud. I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. But we'll see. Like I'm just back to training, enjoying the win, and I'm in some negotiations right now. So we'll see how that goes.
Excellent. Are you fighting featherweight? Are you gonna be fighting at featherweight? You staying in your hometown?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to featherweight. That's more so where I'm comfortable at.
Excellent, my man. So you're gonna give me the beans once you find out what's going on. You can come on again and we can talk about.
I'll give you the beans. I don't think anything yet, but I'll give you the beans.
No, not yet, man. I want all the beans, not just half. So I'll wait.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know what's cooking later.
All right. Awesome, my man. All right, my man. I'm gonna let you go, but shout out your social media, any sponsors, and all your people that you want to thank.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, and also I want to give a big shout out to my newest sponsor after the fight, Elite Sports. Man, this guy after the fight, Javier with Exotic Four, one of my other sponsors, got with Elite. They sent me some cool gear, man. I wore it today. It's awesome. So shout out to Elite Sports. Thanks for sponsoring me. Exotic Flooring, Javier, love you. Wayne, Team AC Fitness, man, helping, strength conditioning, getting us in shape. Mr. Top Team, always awesome. Love everyone there at the gym. Detroit Jiu-Jitsu. Man, family, God, of course, is always number one, no matter what order I put out there. I'm just grateful. Thanks, Cage Titan. Thank you for this interview. I'm just really grateful, man. Anyone I forgot, all my teammates, all my coaches. I'm really grateful. Follow me at King_Solo Beat on Instagram, and Darius and Estell on Facebook.
Excellent, my man. We'll be watching, man, because I know as soon as you make an announcement, I'm gonna find it on Instagram and spread it. So, I find them beans quick, man. So, I'll be messaging you as soon as I find something out, and we'll talk in the future, bro. But congratulations on all success, man, and damn, I hope we cross paths again, and I get to see you fight real soon, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, bud. Take care, man. Thanks for a great show, and thanks for coming on, man.
All right, awesome.
Take care, bro.
Yeah, bye.
All right, there you go. The show. Damn, every friggin' fighter on tonight was fucking fire. I'm the one that sucked. So, good stuff, man. All these fighters, fucking Justin Maui Stevens, and Andreas Cooley Rodriguez. I should have asked him how he got his name Cooley. You still over there? Andreas, you still watching? How'd you get your name Cooley? Let me get that off. I gotta get that off. So the show is just about done. I have there it is. I have 3 more interviews to edit. I got Justin Sumter's interview to edit. He's fighting on Bellator 216 on February 16th, which I will not have media credentials for. I have interviews with Eddie George and 2 more fighters from FAA, Nick Newell's gym, fighting on the ammo card that I'm going to get out. Next week, in the Room podcast with me, I have at least one big guest. He might be taking a partner or 2 with him. I have Ross Turbo Levine on the show next Wednesday. He's turning pro for Lace Up Promotions in March. So he will be in studio with me. If anyone doesn't know Ross Turbo Levine. Look him up on YouTube. He's fought for No Boundary. He's fought for Lion Fight. Fought for all the big Muay Thai organizations. Big time karate champion, world karate champion. Does seminars all over the country, weapons, just everything. The guy is full of knowledge. He's a physical therapist. I will have him on next Wednesday, along with maybe a couple of training partners from Pride Martial Arts in I think in Wakefield or North Kingston. He will be here next Wednesday talking about his pro debut happening in Westerly for Lace Up Promotions in March. I'm not sure of the date. I want to say March 3rd. I could be wrong. But we'll have him on. He'll be talking all about that. And that's about it, man. Next week, not this weekend, the following weekend is Bellator. I will at least be at Bellator 215 buying my own ticket. I don't know if I'll be at 216, but that's my next show is Bellator. I'm not covering it because I'm not media. I'm going just to enjoy the fights and see our New England guys and girls kick some ass. So with that said, I'm going to play my intro and I'm out. Remember next week, Ross Levine. Follow Regional Fight Sports. Follow Ambassador Fighters. Follow Fightbook MMA. Follow Change Force, my sponsor right here. Sean Patrick, love you, man. From the Room Podcast, Steve Domenico, the Ambassador of the Fighters. Thanks for tuning in, man. It was a great show. I went solo. I didn't think I was going to get through it without, being bored and boring you, but you guys stuck with me. Zachary Searle, love you, brother. You know I love you. All right, see ya. Go fuck yourselves.